Yo, 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 yo. Welcome back. Welcome back. Casual conversations with the homies. It's just one homie at the moment. Um, yeah, let me try to find where everyone's at. But I know this is welcome to the new channel. Hopefully you guys can find it. Um, I know it was a little switch. And is that Tito? Is that Tito? Let me see. 1 second, everyone. Join call. Let's see. Oh, there we go. All right, we got him in here. We got him in here. He was watching the Lakers game, but we got him in here. What up? What up? 1 second. 1 second, Tito. Let me. Guru's not here. He's not here yet. So we'll just do it with a blank Guru spot. It's all right. People know he'll be in eventually. But there go Tito. Boom. We got you in there. Tito, what's up?
What up? How's it going?
Pretty good, pretty good. Let me turn my headphones up. Pretty good. You know, I'm hanging in there. Having some car issues right now. That sucks. But other than that, I've been
Oh
fine.
man,
What about you?
doing okay. A little bit of a busy week at work.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
weekend. I gotta be in there tomorrow morning though, so
Oh,
it'll be alright.
oh man. All day?
Nah, I'm there. I'm there for a short amount of time. Cleaning up, doing some
Yeah.
things.
Okay. I mean,
It'll be all good though.
that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, we're in a new channel. Did you get the link?
Yes, I did. Yeah, send it out to our faithful watcher Jose.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's out there, but um, yeah, I love it, man.
Yeah, I just cracked over a new intro too. I don't know if you've seen it, but it was
I I think I did. Yeah, it was cool, man. I like it.
yeah, I just whipped it up last minute. I'm gonna keep perfecting it as the time go on, as the week go on, like change things around. But yeah, Guru said he'll be on in like 15 minutes. He was driving home. He had just got a haircut. I don't know what hair he was cutting, but he said he just got a haircut. So yeah,
I probably need
yeah,
one. I'll tell you, during the heat wave, I probably wanted to cut it, but I'll go, nah, I got another year,
Whew. Yeah. My son just cut his hair
you
off for the
know.
first time in I think 16 months. So haircut season it is. Even though I think he should have kept it because it's cold, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I think should we get started without Guru? I guess we have to, right?
Yeah, it's up to you, man.
Yeah, I think
Um
so. I
I
guess
stay ready. I stay ready, comments, not too sure if anybody's watching, but
now, there's some people watching.
we could definitely interact.
We got some watchers right now. All right, I guess we can go straight to NBA. NBA MVP voting dropped today.
Yes, it did.
Yeah,
Yes, it
it's
did.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, number 34, small forward, power forward, center for the Bucks, whatever he wants to call himself. How do you feel about that?
Um I mean, I'm not going to knock him. I'm not going to knock him, It's a regular season award.
Yeah,
I wish I wish it was more of a bubble or playoff, but hey, what up, Kev? I see you in the comments. Um, but yeah, I'm not gonna knock him. I mean, he's a great ball player. I mean, if it's regular season, yeah, the Bucks kind of ran away with it. Yeah, they're the East, but the East is no joke. I mean, they're proving. The Heat.
the,
The Heat's making
yeah,
Guru.
nah,
I wish Guru was here, man. The Heat is making Guru look like Guru.
man, he's looking like the real Guru right now. Yeah, I don't know, man.
So
You
yeah,
just said
I,
it.
I
The
would have
East.
gave it to LeBron.
I would have gave it to LeBron. Me personally, I think him having Anthony Davis on his team hurt him a little bit because people were like, "Oh no, he has another star on his team." But him willing his team and him having the respect of the league, like when they asked all the league players who they thought the MVP was, a lot of them said LeBron. Like I didn't hear too many people say Giannis. And you said that he plays in the East, and I'm gonna give him, I'm gonna dock him a point because he plays in the East. Like the East is you can get in sub 500 regular normally, not this COVID season, but I know the West had one under 500 team, but I don't know. I mean, Giannis is he's a good player, but he got in the bubble and he didn't really perform as high as he was doing in the regular season, and yeah, I don't know. I would have gave it to LeBron personally. I think the MVP. They need to rethink the MVP awards. Like sometimes they go off of stats then they don't. I'm not gonna say this is a knock to not give it to James Harden, but um, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think LeBron he's if he plays well and he can get past these playoffs, he can get Finals MVP if he gets there. But I think it's gonna probably go to Anthony Davis anyway if they get there. But we'll see. And also in the Eastern Conference Finals, we were wrong. The Heat are up 2-0 right now. Jimmy Butler, another
Well,
MVP type of
I don't know
person.
if we were. I don't know if we were wrong. I said the Heat were gonna win the series. I mean, I could still be
Oh
wrong.
yeah,
I definitely didn't take the Guru route. I mean, Guru
full.
said
Yeah, he
sweep.
said sweet.
I think I took the politician's way where it's like I figured every game was going to be close, and I mean it kind of has been that way. I mean it's been back and
Hmm.
forth. Um, but yeah, man. I mean, I think all the points that we were making on how good Celtics are, with like the deeper bench and everything like that. I mean, Miami looks like the deeper
Yeah.
team.
Sometimes teams have everything going their way, and Miami have it right now. But I'm still not off the Celtics bandwagon just yet. Like they're playing winnable games. They're always not the last one, but for the most part, they give up a good fight. So I think they'll kind of get it together. Like them having like issues with amongst each other about winning games, and you like to see that like within teams when they take it real serious, they real passionate about winning. They'll come back. I don't think this is a lock
Yeah,
just yet.
that's what's up.
Yeah, let's see what Cav said. Cav said, "Don't drink the juice yet, y'all. You know the NBA got to make they money. LOL. The Celtics will win the series." He says we, but I'm assuming the
Eh,
Celtics is the we team.
Yeah. No, it can very well be, right? I mean, Toronto was down 0-2, and they took it to 7. So,
Toronto,
I know,
Kawhi. Nah,
right? I mean, I think Kev's right though, man. It all comes down to money, you know. There's a old school tweet out there, out in the Twitterverse,
mm-hmm.
of a famous ball players, who this thing's been rigged. Do you recall who said that?
Was it
Miss
Aisha
Miss
Curry?
Miss Aisha Curry.
Yeah,
Yep, there you go.
yeah.
But nah, I won't say it is. I won't say it is, but definitely comes down to money. If every series can go 7, I guarantee you they'd try and go 7. I mean, at the same time, I mean, it's fun to watch. It's definitely fun to watch. Like these games have been interesting. I definitely don't want to change the channel, but guess what? There's so many sports going on right
So
now.
many,
So
so many. But let's not hop off of basketball just yet because we're gonna get to football. We're gonna get to the picks. Juan, do you have like the lines for some of the games or most of the games or no?
yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah, I can definitely get the
Oh,
game. I can definitely get the lines for
okay.
the games and throw those out. I know Kev's really big on the line, so I see you,
Yeah,
man.
so
I
so
definitely
how we're gonna do is we're gonna talk NBA, talk a few more subjects, and go to NFL, and then Juan is gonna lead with the teams and games and give us the line, and then we're gonna do our picks. Like Juan, you can go first or second, whatever you want to, but say the team, give the line, because I'm looking at this. I have the pick'ems from last week, and I know who's winning. So that's why I'm waiting for Guru. I'm
nice.
waiting for Guru.
I don't. I mean, I know what games I didn't win, but I don't know what the final
Just
tally was
off
or
the top of
anything
your
like
head,
that.
how many games do you think you didn't win?
That I
Yeah,
didn't
that you
win.
didn't win.
At the top of my head, I would say 4.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. But NBA. Before we go to the Western Conference Finals, I want to go back to Kawhi because I feel like y'all don't. I feel like I rewatched the episode. I'm sorry we had a little bit echo in the episode, but I forgot to have my headphones on, so it went to my speaker, back to my microphone. So you heard those guys twice. I apologize for that. But even though I heard it twice, I didn't hear the Kawhi blaming that y'all just didn't do it, and I feel like I gotta bring it back. I'm not a Kawhi basher, but he came out today and he said something about they shouldn't play call some smarter. It should have been called a smart game. Like it should have called a smarter game. And I'm taking that
Yeah.
as a shot at Doc River and the coaches. But at some
Here-
point, you gotta look at it and say, look at the man in the mirror sometimes. And this team, they just not. I know they're out of the playoffs, and we don't have to go back and forth on that. But this team, to me, was on a high horse and felt like they were too good for the playoffs. And the whole NBA, they
Yeah.
didn't practice all year.
Here,
You got guys that are unproven. Patrick Beverly never
no,
made it past the second round. Montrezl Harrell never made it past the first round. Paul George never made it
no,
to the
definitely,
conference finals.
dude.
Joe
You're hitting.
Keenow
You're
never
hitting
made
it,
out
man.
the first round. Never even played the game. Lou Williams, come
You're-
on, man. It's like, and you guys think y'all can come together and just not play and not build that chemistry. And when you hit some adversity, that's what chemistry is for. But when you hit adversity, you guys can work together to get through it. And they didn't get through it. And I put some of the blame on Kawhi Leonard. Like, it's a lot of talk that, we had all in March. I was hesitant to put him in my top 5. I put him at 6, best player in the NBA. And I'm not saying he's knocked down, but to me, it kind of just revealed the truth a little bit. Like, people comparing him to LeBron, and people just, saying he's like better, and it's like, nah, that's not true. Now you look at it like Kawhi was on a team that reached the Eastern Conference Finals last year. That was a good team. He just hit big shots, and they played pretty good. Siakam had a coming out party. Kyle Lowry was shocking a lot of people. Van Vliet was hitting shots. So he had a good team. And let's not forget that the Warriors were hurt. Like he played against a hurt Warriors team. And I don't want to talk about injuries or nothing like that, but I just want that to be known. And then, like, this whole Kawhi versus LeBron thing, and it's like LeBron only loses in a championship, and the team that he lost to recently is arguably the best team of all time. I say the same thing about James Harden losing to the Warriors, and you can say the same thing about LeBron losing to the Warriors. But at least he got there and he put up the fight, and the Clippers dropped the ball.
Yeah. No, I think you definitely hit it, man. I've been thinking about this game, and I'm like, man, I would have loved to see the Clippers Lakers, like just for once and for all, right? I mean, we had some really good battles in the regular season, but now we're talking about playoffs. But it would have been great to see. But I think you hit on, man. Like, I'm not gonna take the talent away from Kawhi whatsoever, man. I mean, last year he showed us. I mean, even if you want to go even further back, man, that first championship with the Spurs, when he took it to LeBron, like, he definitely put himself in the map. But what Paul George really disappointed me. But then again, I mean, I never really thought that highly of him. I mean, I thought he was a way better defender. But I mean, maybe the injury, maybe his shoulder, maybe that's there. They were making really a lot of excuses at the end of that game. Like, they had an answer for pretty much everything, and I saw no ownership. When I started to think about it, though, man, and, I'll talk about the Heat in a little bit, but it's like I'm starting to see that Heat has that same model of what Toronto did last year, but
Is that Guru?
what I think this Clipper team, yeah, that's Guru.
Okay,
What up, Guru?
Hold on 1 second.
But,
Yeah,
I was like, what is that noise?
but what I think the Clippers were actually missing, like, Kawhi is a great player, a great player. I don't think he's a leader. I don't think he's that vocal presence. I don't think he's that, like, he's definitely gonna be somebody to be like hype up, like I'm gonna band them together. Like with the Heat, I see that in Jimmy Butler. He got these young kids to ball out. Like, no fear. Like, if you look at the stat line for Jimmy Butler yesterday, it wasn't great. But guess what? He was doing all the little things. He was in every play in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
So it's like, that's what I think the Clippers were actually missing. And it's like, if they really want to do that, like, Kawhi had that in Toronto. Like Kyle Lowry, he's vocal. He's definitely one of those guys that's gonna, try and band people together. Like, yeah, you have Kawhi where talent is definitely up here, but the Clippers didn't have that. Paul George is not loud. I don't know him to be that way. You don't see him, posting. I mean, Patrick Beverly is. I mean, that guy can talk. Harold is, but those guys aren't on the same level. I mean, those guys are definitely, they're your second tier.
Yeah,
They're your role players and know what they do. But it's like, that's really what I think, really looking back at this, like that's where they lack.
yeah,
They really lack somebody. Like LeBron's already thinking, right? Like, hey man, all right, you got me this one. Guess what? I'm gonna get you. I mean, I see you, Marcus, on there, blowout. I didn't I wasn't anticipating the score where it's at right now if you've seen it.
yeah, yeah,
But it's one of those where they're definitely going to a different gear and being like, all right, I'm here. I'm focused. I'm ready to play because everybody had issues in the bubble. Everyone. And these guys made an excuse every step of the way. Yeah, man.
yeah,
I'm
man.
there with you, man. The blame is definitely there.
Yeah, I think you gotta. I think you gotta put it there. Like these guys. Oh, we lost Guru again.
Sorry about that.
He's out there making him a drink. But yeah, yeah. So I don't think it's no comparison. I think I think people need to stop it with the whole like Kawhi. One thing they have for him is that it was their first year together. So we'll let them band together and see if they can figure it out. If Doc Rivers is going to be the coach, which just look like he's going to be there, let them figure it out. Try to come together and get this team on the right track because they just was taking. They was. It's like anything in life, man. It's like the tortoise versus the hare. Like the hare was running and he felt like he could win the race, but he was sleeping, not doing what he's supposed to. He wasn't running a steady race. He felt like he can catch up at the end and figure it out. But the tortoise, the Denver Nuggets in this case, they're not really a tortoise, but they did. They just kept going, kept going, kept going, kept going, and I didn't see that. But now you got the Western Conference Finals. Have you checked that game out? Have you checked? I was gonna start late, but I decided to start early because the game is over.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
It's over. It's a wrap.
Pretty much. Jokic's got like. Is he still in the game? He had 5,000. Well, yeah, 5,000. I was there. He still. If it's just, I don't know. The Lakers are they're adjusting. Like that's one thing I like about the Lakers team and their coaching staff. Frank Vogel, Jay Kidd, who's all on that coaching staff. They making the right necessary change against each opponent. Like I seen Dame says, Dame was on TV. He was like, "Yeah, man, I know we got bounced off, but he said it himself. And I was surprised that he said this line. He said we ran into the best team in the league, and I was like, dang, he really just admitted that the Lakers are the best team in the league, and he's like, yeah, they thinking they like to switch, they play us differently, and they play differently. Like he said, they went out in first game one, adjusted and seen what they can do. And I think they did their homework with this one. Like they scouted the Nuggets. They were in there for 7 games. See how they beat the Clippers, and now they got Dwight Howard playing like he started the second half. He's playing like huge minutes compared to last series, and it's like they just changing as much as they go. Go ahead, Guru. Since you got in here, just go ahead, Guru. What do you think of it?
No, I think as far as the Celtics and the Heat, just like I said it would be, I feel like the Heat has their shooters, man. To where it's like I said, if one person like Jimmy Butler wasn't really on, but the other pieces were hitting. You know what I'm saying? Like the other pieces were filling in the holes. Whereas I don't think the Celtics have that. Like it seems like, well, as you can see, they're doing some infighting right now, and I think that has a lot to do with just communication and frustration in the offense. And as far as Denver's concerned, well, like Dame said, he knows a tough opponent, and the Lakers are kind of running roughshod over the Denver Nuggets, and so there we go with that, man.
Yeah.
I feel excited.
What about the West? Have you seen today's game? I know it's still on in a few minutes, but
I did watch a lot of today's game. I was impressed. I'm impressed. Like, you have to, despite everything that's going on right now, you have to admire the grit that the Lakers are playing with. They're playing as if, the championship is on the line right now. And you have upcoming starters like Denver. And then you have, like, the Celtics who are not there yet, obviously, as you can see. but the up and coming team in the future.
That series not over, Guru. Let's not put a stake in them. That I don't have my perennial stick a fork in them fork around right now. But
Two brooms so far.
let's pump the brakes just a little bit, okay? Okay, my friend. All right. One more topic, Guru, about basketball before you got here. We was talking about Giannis winning the MVP. How you feel about that?
I have mixed feelings about that because
Tell
I
us
mean
why. Tell us.
he's bounced from the playoffs. I felt like MVP should at least be in the running for at least the championship or still be in the playoffs. And I think it has more to do with name than it does him actually deserving that award. I mean, he's a good player. I'm not going to take anything from him, but he did not lift Milwaukee uh, to the same heights as he did the year before. And, there was a regression there.
So, do you feel like he got it because of stats?
I believe he got it because of stats, and I think because of media.
I think that's a good one. I think the NBA has to usher in a new star, and they want it to be Giannis so bad.
And he's a good guy. I mean, he's a good young man. He's a good face of the league. I just don't think that he should have gotten the award.
That's like how they tried to push Trae Young down everybody's throat. But go ahead, Tito.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I you guys know me. I'm not the biggest LeBron fan. I respect his game. Everybody knows I'm a Jordan fan, but that's neither here or there. But I really think Giannis won because of the anti-LeBrons. Like, there's always been, like, I can't deny it. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's like there's always been this anti-LeBron every step of the way. And I think that's why he won it. Like, I truly feel that he won it because they didn't want to see it go to LeBron. Like, that guy has won everything, at the same time lost everything. But it is one of those things where I think there's more hatred for LeBron, or like more spite from him winning everything, or doing what he does, because he's up there. Like, he's one of the greats. And that's why I think he won. I really do. But Jordan saw it. I mean, you saw it when Malone took it. I mean, to me, the one thing that I think matters, I would prefer Finals MVPs over NBA MVPs. But I also can't say that because I'm not a ball player. So, but that's one of those where it's a regular season award.
Like
It's a regular season award. But I feel like he won it because there was more spite for LeBron than there is praise for Giannis.
Okay. I think that's a valid that's a valid statement. Like how the media and how people anti LeBron. I think they all just accumulated together and like, man, we got to give it to this guy. And I think for Giannis, I think they get landed on their face, putting their votes in before the bubble. I thought that was a mistake. I guess they were banking on that the season was not gonna finish, and then they were like, all right, Giannis was playing good, and he was playing subpar to me. But to me, that's how you know MVPs, when they be in adverse situations and how they build up their team and whatnot. And I don't feel like Giannis did that. So yeah, kudos to him. He's a great player, like you guys said. All respect to him, and he doesn't even feel like he should deserve it. Like, he tweeted out, I don't deserve to don't call me MVP until I make an NBA championship. And like, he has that he has that. I don't know if this is the first time in a long time an MVP got an award and he's out the playoffs.
Yes, this early that I can remember.
I know they kind of changed, things have changed because of the COVID schedule, but it still feels weird that an MVP doesn't have it. Like, even in the NFL, when they give out MVP, it's right before the playoffs start, or like, he was like, all right, he's an MVP and he lost. All right, but that's cool. But because at first we accept him as an MVP, but for Giannis to lose and then to announce the award, it just feels weird. Like, man, for real, that's who you go with when you got all these other great players.
Something fishy is going on. But
I think they waited. I think they waited because if my memory suits correct, I want to say that they normally announce it in the middle of the second round.
Maybe. I think so. Yeah.
Probably so. I
It's the
know
same
it's
time
something
now.
like that. Just can't remember a time when the MVP was not still involved in the
Yeah.
playoffs. I'm
He's
just
he's still out the playoffs. MVP is supposed to make it to the at least the conference finals. Unless you get hurt like Derrick Rose, but other than that, you expect him to be in the
I mean, I would give it to Jamal Murray before I would give it to Giannis. Just based on that fact, if you want to talk about still being involved in lifting your team to the finals, like Ramir said, I mean, he would make a better case, even though he's not an MVP candidate. I'm saying LeBron should get it, but I mean, he should at least be at that, in that round.
Yeah, I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. Any news on college football? Like I seen the Pac-12 might vote on Thursday about them playing. I think all. I, I'm going to just say this, and it may be a controversial statement. The NBA and UFC and now the NFL have shown that if you control the environment and get people tested regularly, you can stay not say COVID free, but you can keep the numbers to a minimum. College football has the money, like the NFL, to pay for all the things they need to pay for. They need to pay the players too, because this is going to be another slap in the face. They're gonna pay millions of dollars to get COVID tests, but don't want to pay the players anything. So I would, if I was a player, I would think about that. But with that aside, if you have testing, if you have a good area like a good bubble area, or if you keep every on watch and do a daily testing, sports can work. Like one thing about this whole COVID situation, COVID is still around, but right now it's more doable because it's like sports is on TV. Like some part of normalcy is back, and I'm pretty sure like they'll vote towards it because they could just look at all the examples. Kansas City holds a game with fans. Well, I think it's like a tier 4 grounds level person had COVID before, and it was nowhere near the players, and all the players and all the NFL staff and all the TV crews, all the sideline reporters, all the official people, not the fans, but all the official people are COVID free. It can work.
Yeah, it can, but the thing is, like for instance, LSU's coach, he said, 30 of his players had it. And, he's saying it in the sense like, well, obviously, if you have like 30 of your 70 players or whatever that have it, you're not going to be able to field the team. And on the other hand, you have other teams who are prepared. So I just don't know how they're going to do it in the SEC with fans, much less uh, getting them on the sidelines and getting them to play. However, you're right. They do have the money to do it at the Power 5 conferences. I just don't know because they're doing it at some of the lower level colleges. So, it's just a wait and see.
Proper planning prevents poor performance, and if they can plan it out right, and LSU didn't plan correctly the first time, but now they got the playbook on how to keep it a little bit more safer to play sports. So I think it's going to be like a copycat league. I said that with the UFC event. Once the first UFC event went down and everybody was COVID free, it opened the doors. Like they caught people's COVID cases and shipped them away, and helped the events, and everybody came out fine. I said Dana White. No matter how you feel about Dana White, if you love him or hate him, he pushed the sports world forward himself, not himself.
Someone did. One person did test positive,
Yeah,
right?
they did. They had a few tests. They had
Okay.
a few positive tests. Yeah, for
Couple.
sure.
Okay.
But like they caught it. Like the person was
Yeah, they
tested.
caught it.
He was positive. They moved it. But go ahead, Tito. I don't know if you want to get on this.
Nah, I mean bubbles work. I was just gonna try and show some love to hockey. I know we don't have a lot of hockey
Oh
fans out
yeah,
there,
yeah,
but
hockey.
they're
Go ahead.
they're in a
Go
bubble. I
Caps.
mean, they're in a different country. I mean, they're in Canada at the moment, but they're doing the bubble system and it's working.
Stanley Cups.
Stanley Cup Finals, are gonna start next week. So yeah, man, it's been great to watch.
Excuse me.
Go
Cool,
Caps.
cool. All right, before we get into football, we're gonna take a quick break. Let's see if I have it here. Yeah, we'll just take a quick break for 1 second and get our faculties together so we can talk about football. And we will be right back. Do not leave. Stick around. All right, welcome
Hey,
back.
Raymir, that video's dope.
Yeah, right on, man. Right on, Guru. If you watch the replay, Guru, once you have time, watch the replay.
Way to throw my Bulls on there. Thank you, man.
Yeah, Zach Levine, I'm a fan. All right, NFL football last night. It started off on Thursday. We will get our pick'ems up next. We will go over our scores from last week. We will get Tito in here with the lines, with the betting lines, if you're interested. But we want to start off with the game yesterday, Thursday night football. One long homing out of the whole show went with the winning team, and that person was me. Clap it up, everybody. Ray Mir did not give up on the Cleveland Browns because they played the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm not gonna get overhyped over the win. Baker looked good. I will say the Browns played the game they're supposed to play: run the ball, run it heavy, play action. That's what you're supposed to do. Your stars will get passes. Odell caught a touchdown. It wasn't that much passing. I think Baker had like 210, something around there. Two touchdown, one interception. But that's the type of game they need to play. I'm not gonna get overzealous over the win because they played the Bengals. The Bengals literally got the first pick for a reason. And I will say Joe Burrow, I think he threw the ball too much. His coach is not giving him no love. He's throwing it 61 times in a rookie season with with COVID off season. I don't think that's smart, but what do you guys think about the game last night? Go ahead, Guru. I'll let you go first.
I thought it was a really good game. Joe Burrow, I was really impressed with him. Yeah, 61 times is a lot, especially when you just paid your running back $50 million. And so it should have been more balanced there. They were that far behind to where they had to chuck the ball that many times. Also, as far as with Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns, I mean, you got to give it credit to him because wins are hard to come by in this league. And he did the things that were asked of him. On the other hand, I don't want to make it too much about Baker because, they did have 214 rushing yards on the ground with Nick Chubb and what's the other back's name?
Kareem Hunt.
Kareem Hunt. Them two combined had Kareem Hunt had 214 yards combined. Odell Beckham looked good, when he had his one-on-one. But you know what? What I did see is that, again, like you said, it is the Bengals. And I didn't think the Bengals played that bad. But with Baker, as far as how I grade him with all the criticism that's been going on with him, I would have to give him a B. He did still threw a horrible interception.
You gave Baker a good grade? Guru, is the world going to end? Guru said something nice about Baker Mayfield. Crazy.
Yeah, I'll give a B this week for his performance. I mean, he threw a horrible interception, but I mean, everything else, he did what was expected. That's all I got to say on it.
Go ahead, Tito.
Well, I'm not going to say anything about Baker. I'm not going to say anything about the Browns. I mean, they won. But the one thing I do want to say is promoting 101. Bengals, Joe Burrow, that's their boy. Let me put all my chips in one basket. because it was a televised game. There's not going to be very many for them. That's why he threw as much as he threw.
But what?
It's to advertise. I mean, that coach is an offensive minded coach. I mean, he comes, he's mini McVay. So it's like you knew he was going to do that. I mean, I would have loved. I mean, we were talking about the Browns, before the game, right? Where it's like run the ball, use those weapons, play smart, and they did that. I mean, maybe they watched the show. I hope so, but really, what it comes down to is they did it. But for me, the Bengals, like, dude, Joe Burrow, he's not a rookie for me. Like that, I think he's gonna be solid. I think he's gonna do all right. I mean, even to throw as much as he threw and have no mistakes against a team that sometimes can get him. That D line was definitely pressuring him. I mean, there were times when they got to him.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
but he still put out. Like, I actually think yes, he threw a lot, but I think he outplayed Baker. It's just the team. It's the Bengals. They don't have anybody, and but at the same time, I'm not a fan of the Browns. You know that. I mean, so
I,
hey, hats off to you, man.
Browns
Hats off to you.
number
They
2
won.
AFC North. I'm sticking.
Maybe they
to it.
listen to
I'm
us.
sticking to it, man. To me, he did outplay Baker Mayfield because he had to. Baker Mayfield didn't have to do much. That running game was stout. They literally
Yep.
They literally got stopped on a goal line off a fluke play. Like if who was it? I think it was Chubb. If Chubb would have not went down before the one, he'd have got the touchdown the first time. So to me, he didn't have to do that much. And this is how he should play. Like he will get his yards. The receivers and all the Hopper, whatever how you say his name, Jarvis, Odell, they will get their catches. It just let the run game carry you a little bit. Like in NFL, if you can hit a team in the mouth and it hurts, like how they did against the Ravens, and I said it, I'm like they were running pretty good against the Ravens. It's just that they were so behind that they had to keep throwing it and throwing it and throwing it. And if they keep playing like this, I think they can win some games. The defense, the cornerback play can be a little bit better, but they got better. Myles Garrett and that defensive line is still bullies. They still getting in. They did it against the Ravens a little bit. They did it last night, and yeah, I'm not. I mean, I'm not. Like I said, I'm not like over happy that they won because it is the Cincinnati Bengals, and the Cincinnati Bengals was last in a lot of um, last in a lot of categories last year. So you can't get too happy. But for all the media onslaught of Odell's getting traded, Baker's not a number 1 pick. He's a bust. After one game, I think that's the kind of attitude I want to take when it comes to everything now. Like, all right, let's sit back. Let's not judge any player off right now off of this new season because they didn't have preseason. Let's just sit back and let a few games maturate, and then maybe 3 or 4 games in, then we can start giving out our grades as bust or all this guy's horrible because, Mitchell Trubisky played good, and he might play horrible the rest of the season. So let's just, let's at least 4 games. We need to go a quarter of the way, see what it can be. Anything else about this game before I move on about other NFL news?
Well, I just want to say that this just gives Baker Mayfield 10 days of everyone being off his back, but the pressure is still on, and he will be expected to win his next game. And he will be expected to do what he did last night against better teams. And that's what he was picked to do as the number 1 overall pick.
Yeah. Did we talk about Tiki Barber's criticism of Saquon Barkley or no?
No, we didn't.
Yeah, I want to get into that. Tiki Barber's always been salty about the Giants, man. I remember, so I'm a big Eli Manning fan. I should say this, and it's only because Eli Manning's a little brother.
You admit that?
He got 2 Super Bowls, so to me, nobody can say nothing against me. He has 2 Super Bowls. If Peyton Manning didn't win that miraculous Super Bowl at the end of his career, he'd be the big dog on Thanksgiving. But anyway, Tiki Barber said Saquon Barkley he's not blocking, he's not playing as hard as he should, and he called him out in the media. Said he got to stop jumping. That's what's the point of doing that all the time? Get back there and block and run the ball. Saquon Barkley did have 6 yards rushing. Let's just paraphrase that. But Tito, what did you think of those comments Tiki Barber came out with?
I mean, he's entitled to his opinion. At the same time, I mean, put up or shut up. I mean, that was the type of running back he was, right? I mean, he was a bruiser. He wasn't afraid. He did his thing. So Saquon, I mean, he has all the talent in the world. He's a big boy, always talking about how much he can squat, and yeah, I mean, he's athletic, definitely flashy, jumping, but I think you need to do a little bit of everything. Um, yeah, at the same time, though, I mean, it's the Giants. Come on, they're not going to win a lot of ball games.
Yeah, they not.
They're not going to.
They not.
Well, I'll say this. I mean, maybe he remembers. Maybe he never forgot what it felt like when Jamal Adams plowed him last year, when he snatched the ball from Daniel Jones and ran it in for a touchdown during the regular season last season. But I'll say this: listen, Saquon Barkley needs to be a better blocker, and the criticism is valid. Because I think of like one of my favorite players of all time, Maurice Jones-Drew. Pint-sized power pack of dynamite. He would level a linebacker if they came through there. He's smaller, than Saquon in height and stuff. So I don't, there's no excuse for it. The criticism is valid. And listen, you're the number one pick. You need to be an all-around back. If I draft you number 2 overall, I need you to be able to block as well as run, as well as catch. So all 3 phases, and I think the criticism is warranted.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. I think as much as Tiki Barber is salty, because he is known to be salty. He's right. I think Saquon is, he plays for a weak team. But at the same time, the little things he can do better. Like, that's what you're supposed to do. Like, all right, you play for a trash team. But what you could do is, that's that little part.
Or go to a team where you don't have to block.
Yeah, but show that you're an all-around player,
Yeah, but, I think people are going to just look over these comments because Tiki Barber is just, Tiki Barber. Like, Tiki Barber... He had hate for the Giants, all the players, the organizations. He's not even cool with Michael Strahan to this day because, they had some falling out. Like, I always say Michael Strahan has the career Tiki Barber wanted, but he didn't get. But anyway, yeah. What else? It's a lot of NFL injuries. A lot of injuries. A lot of people not playing. Guru, you still there?
Yes, I'm right here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I see him.
Okay. You froze on my screen, but I think that's fine. Well, I'll get you back in there. But yeah, a lot of injuries this weekend, and a lot of people out of the games. Michael Thomas not playing. George Kittle's not playing. Trufant is not playing. Galladay is not playing for the Lions. Who else?
Leighton Vander Esch or Sean Lee for the Dallas Cowboys. Neither one of them.
Big hit for the Cowboys. Uzma, the tight end from last night, looked pretty good. He's out for the season.
Jarwin's out for us as well.
Man, it's looking ugly, man. I wish it was some kind of HGH they can take to get back healthy. Nah, I'm just.
Yeah, right.
But I don't know.
Actually, you can.
I wish it was a thing to get them back faster and stronger, but that's just me. But
there is. They need to go to Germany, get that plasma Kobe got, man.
That plasma, huh? Controversial.
Yeah. So these injuries are just, they're devastating to everyone. But like they say, next man up.
Yeah, next man up. We'll see. Anything else football news before we get into our picks?
Yes. So Leonard Fournette, people were wondering why he didn't get the carries he did, and Bruce Arians was basically saying, if he gets more carries, he does. If he doesn't, he won't. You know, it all depends on what he does. But Barber got, you know, he received 47% of the snaps, and Tiki Barber received 25% of the snaps.
Ronald
So
Barber.
that didn't leave very much for him. Ronald Barber, yes, that's his name.
No relation.
No relation. Yes,
Tiki Ronda.
put that in there. But listen, you know, they said
And
that
it's
about
Jones.
him.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So he has to show that, you know, he's going to be, you know, he's able and ready to live up to the draft status that he had, considering that people in his class had already gotten, you know, paid.
He did a dumb decision by going to that team. I think we kind of said that he should have went to a different team. Like, why would you go to a team that has 2 running backs already, and you think you coming in, just you being subpar as you are, going to learn the offense, be imported in that fast? Bruce Arians doesn't care about Tom Brady. He doesn't care about. I didn't say he doesn't care, but you know has no loyalty to anyone. So that was just a dumb move on his part. I think I would have went to the Cardinals or whatever. I don't know. All right, go ahead.
He was chasing a ring, man. He's chasing.
Shavion Clausen. Nah, I'm just messing around. All right, here we go. The sports part of the show. We're gonna quickly. We're gonna say, who do you guys think won last week? Off the picks.
Me, of course.
Nope.
Oh my gosh.
I knew Guru lost. I'm actually gonna say Ramir, you won.
Nah, it was you.
Oh, Tito.
Tito.
Raise it.
Tito, I'm gonna put the scores on the thing right now. Boom. Guru 10-6. I went 10-6. Tito went 13-3.
Wow.
Let's go.
Let me give you the
Let's go.
Let me give you the games you lost, Juan. You lost the Colts.
Hey, I said I lost 4, huh?
Yeah, you said you lost 4. But you lost the Colts.
Dallas.
No, he didn't pick Dallas.
Oh, okay.
Dang it, where is it at? I'm trying to see now. I'm trying to see. You lost 3. It's the 3 that we all lost. So I know Colts, the Lions, and there was another team that lost that we all picked. Who was it? Am I wrong? Did you go too? Oh yeah, in Arizona. Arizona beat the Niners.
Oh yeah, I said Niners. Yep.
Yep.
Man,
I'm surprised you took the 49ers. I'm surprised you took the 49ers because you don't, you know.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, it's like one of those. All right, you know, yeah, I went 13-3, but a little disclaimer: if you guys are betting, definitely, I like to think I know my stuff, but I don't think I'll ever choose Dallas, even if they're favored or anything like that. So I'm just saying, hey, don't take my word when it comes to it.
Yeah, don't take his word.
I'll give it to the fans. You know what? I'll when it comes to picking teams, let's leave all bias away. I mean, I'll talk my mess. You guys know I'm ultimate troll, so I'll pick right.
Okay, yeah, because we didn't say we were going to do that.
Yeah, nah, it's all good. That's why I picked the Niners. I really thought the Niners, but I should have switched it. I mean, I called it. I said D-Hop was gonna be wrong.
You called it. Yeah. Guru didn't pick the Niners though. He picked Arizona. Let's see. Let's look back to see some of Guru's crazy picks. Miami. You picked Miami, and the craziest of all the craziest, I don't have to get into anymore, is he picked the Panthers to beat the Raiders. When he said on the show, all the new head coaches and new quarterbacks are going to lose, but he picked the Panthers to beat the Raiders. I don't know why. With a new coach and a new quarterback. But anyway.
Again, could have went the other way.
Yeah, so 10-6 are me and Guru. I picked the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I picked wild last week, I think. Let me see my wild picks. The Buccaneers and the Falcons. Those were my craziest picks. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess my crazy picks was Indianapolis, you know, but
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why you were going.
Philip Rivers is gonna fill up Rivers.
Yeah, I don't know why you
Because
It's the
of
went with
Philip
that.
Jaguars,
Rivers.
man. It's the Jags. Come on, man. I mean, I thought the Jags were gonna tank. They definitely proved me wrong.
Nah, NFL they don't want to tank early on this season, but early on in the season. But anyway, all right. So go Juan. Let us know the games upcoming this week, and let me get my note.
Yeah, definitely. I have them here. The only one that I'm gonna have to search for you guys is the Monday night game. For whatever reason, it's not popping up on here, but
I
I'll
know
get
the
that
Saints
for
are
you guys.
favored.
It's the Raiders. It's the Raiders
Yeah.
and the Saints.
Cool, cool. So the first game that I have right here, let's go New York and Chicago.
Which New York?
New York.
Chicago is actually favored by 5.5. Who do you guys have?
It's the Chicago. I got the Bears.
I have the Bears.
Who do you
All
have?
right. I'm actually gonna say fuck. Sorry,
No, it's all
kid
right.
friendly.
No, that's cool.
I don't know. I'm a little torn here, man. I'm a little torn because I don't trust Trubisky. I mean, he is trash bisky. He is up there with the Houston trash throws. Like, definitely share a common folk. But man, you know what? I'm gonna say Chicago. Let's go.
Yeah, I don't.
I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it too early. I didn't want to do it too early.
Yeah, that's
My gut is
unanimous.
saying New York, but if anything, I don't see them covering that spread. By the way, guys, but that's just me. I think a little bit closer, but let's go Chicago.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Chicago. That defense and
Um,
Daniel Jones, I think it's gonna give him problems.
cool, cool. The second game that we have here, it's another early game, 10 o'clock game. Get that red zone. Hey man, little disclaimer, I just signed up for Red Zone. It's one of the first times that I've ever like watched Red Zone on one Sunday. I absolutely love it. I'm a big defense fan though, so I miss that aspect. Like I wish they had more defensive plays on there, but that's just me. Second game, Atlanta versus Dallas. Dallas is favored by 4.
I'm going with the Dallas Cowboys. That's my pick.
Go ahead, Tito.
All right. I know I said I wouldn't root for Dallas, but I'm actually gonna say Dallas is gonna win here.
Mm.
I say they recover from that phantom. Let's just call it Jalen. Ramsey. Dallas wins here.
Man, I'm torn on this one, man. I kind of want to go with the Falcons, but they didn't show me nothing.
Shouldn't be that hard.
They,
Be that hard.
but I'm going. I'll go Dallas. I'll go Dallas. I give it to Dallas. Dang it, we agreed on another one.
All righty. So another 10 o'clock early game. You have Detroit versus Green Bay. Green Bay is favored by 6.5.
I'm going Green Bay. There's too many injuries on the Detroit side for them to win this game if they were 100% healthy. And now they have all these injuries. I'm going Green Bay.
Where's the game being played at? Detroit.
It's no fans. It doesn't matter.
I don't
Yeah,
have
I'll
that.
just go
It's
ahead
Green
and
Bay.
say Green Bay.
It's
I'll
Green
say
Bay though.
Green Bay.
I say Green Bay as well. I mean, you guys know I'm high on Green Bay, so.
Dang, that's three out the gate. We agreed.
All righty. The next one, another early game, guys. We got Jacksonville versus Tennessee. Tennessee's favored by a very high number, 7.5.
I'm going with Jacksonville.
Yeah, I'm going Jacksonville.
All right. This is where we're gonna go different.
All
I say
right.
Tennessee. I say Tennessee. I I like what I saw from Minshew. You know, he can't rock a stash like I can, but I like what I saw. But Tennessee, come on, man, run game. I think they can do it.
This is what's going to happen this
They
week.
barely
real quick
won.
before you-
Against the Broncos.
The guard number one, Gardner Minshew is a real quarterback, and number two, they're going to stack the line against Derek, and they're going to dare Tannehill to throw the ball. And they're going to pick him.
All right. Good luck, guys. The next game, early game, we have Minnesota versus Indianapolis. Shockingly, Indianapolis is favored by 3.
I'm going with Minnesota.
Go ahead, Tito.
Man, I'm torn here, man, because I'm a Philip Rivers is gonna Philip Rivers. So you know what? I'm gonna do it. Indianapolis. They burned me last week. They can't burn me again. Indianapolis.
All right, cool. I'll go Indy. I think Minnesota might be in some trouble this year. Like they looked at
Philip Rivers and his BB gun on.
and put Jacoby Brissett in. I think they'll win the game still. I don't think Minnesota has it this year. I think they might be on the downswing.
Hey, they have a pretty good rookie back there too, man. Jacob Eason.
Mm-hmm.
They got a pretty good rookie back there. Next game, we have another early game, guys. Most of them are early. Buffalo versus Miami. Buffalo is favored here by 5.5.
Yeah, I'm going Buffalo.
Buffalo.
I got Buffalo as well, man. I like what I saw from them.
Really? I don't think Josh Allen did much though.
No, he didn't really. No, he really didn't.
But
He didn't have to carry.
his defense was good.
That's why I like. I'm a defensive guy, man. Next one, or another early game. The team across the bay, San Francisco, versus the Jets. Niners are favored by 7.
Yeah, I'm going Niners. I go Niners.
Come on, this can't be hard.
It's hard for me to say the Niners and then winning. You know. Nah, you know what? I'm going Jets, man.
I'm going Jets.
Yeah,
Man,
Kittle's out. Who
For the
is it?
last
I
time.
do it. I was gonna do it, but you know what? Nah, let's give the fans, let's give the watchers what they want. I'm actually gonna say the D-liners.
Okay.
D-liners are gonna win
Yeah,
here.
they sustain too many injuries to star players on both sides of the ball. I think the Jets can squeak one out.
Yeah, me too.
All right, another early game. This one's actually tough for me. We have the Rams versus Philly.
Rams.
Rams.
They're going to get 19 sacks.
Yeah, I'm saying they give up too many sacks to Philadelphia Eagles. He said 19. God.
He said 19.
And he'll be dead. Like his spleen will be gone for sure.
Card coming out.
Man, yeah, but what Donald was doing to the Cowboys, and the Cowboys have one of the best lines. Oh my God! All right, yeah, you're right. Let's go Rams here. The next game, another early game. You have Denver versus Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is favored by 7.5.
I have Pittsburgh. I think Denver's. Like I said, Drew Lock looked okay in this loss. Like he looked like he could be an NFL quarterback, but they don't seem like they have enough. And the Steelers looked like the Steelers a little bit. So, but
I'm going with Denver.
What about you, Tito?
I got Pittsburgh.
All right.
Guru, did you say Denver?
I said Denver. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I feel it. Yeah.
I'm not good.
Next
Will
game,
they beat the Giants?
another early one is Guru's second favorite team, the Carolina Panthers, versus old man Tom Brady, Tampa Bay. Tampa is
Carolina.
favored 8.5.
Carolina, baby.
That's a big line, guys. That's a big line.
I'm winning on that. That's my surprise pick of the week. That's the Google pick of the week. That's my sleeper.
All right.
Who, Carolina? Is that who you said?
Yes. That is the Google pick of the week.
I'm gonna say Tampa Bay.
You're gonna see an old man go like this.
I mean, that's a big line though, man. That's like Pettis right there.
A big line. I see what you did there. I'm gonna go with
Teddy Bridgewater's no slouch.
man. I know. I know.
He gonna keep you in the game. He gonna keep you in the game. And Tom is gonna throw a pick this week. And Tom is gonna look a little bit older this week than he did last week.
I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay on this one.
Come to the dark side. Nah, it's all good. The next one, all right, we got our evening games here, or afternoon games. I'm torn here. Actually, I'm not. Washington versus Arizona. Arizona is favored 6.5.
Washington.
Go ahead, Tito.
How can you do this to me, man? How can you do this to me?
I'm going Washington.
Um,
I think I'm going Washington. I just might go. When you got something to
I'm
fight
going
for,
Washington.
and you got that defense playing like that. Kyler Murray's. Yeah, I'm going Washington.
Man,
I'm going Arizona.
I don't trust Washington's secondary. I mean, but then it was Carson Wentz. That guy's trash too. Man, I'm thinking out loud here, guys. Bear with me. The homer in me. You know what? I don't care about my record. Let's go Washington. Let's do this. That defense, man. Chase Young. I'm chasing anybody card collectors. I'm chasing Chase Young rookie cards. Let's go.
Chase Young.
Alrighty. Next afternoon game with that 1:25 p.m. start for the West Coasters. Kansas City versus the Chargers. Kansas City is an 8.5 point favorite.
Go. You going Chargers? Are you going Kansas City?
Kansas City.
Yeah, I'm going KC.
I got KC as well. Let's do this. As much as I want to go for the Chargers, they're banged up on D. Next afternoon game, you have Baltimore
Versus the Texans.
with Mr. reigning MVP versus the Texans. Yep. Baltimore's favored by 7 points.
Baltimore.
I'm going Baltimore. I think until they lose, they're the best team in the world right now when it comes to playing football.
Man, my gut wants to go with Houston. My gut wants to go with Houston. You know what? I'm not going to do it because I have no gut. Baltimore. There you go. The late game, Sunday night game, America's game, as they say. You have New England versus Seattle.
Seattle.
Seattle. The line here, Seattle's favored by 3.5.
Seattle. I'm not even playing around.
I got Seattle too. Russell Wilson, that's a bad man.
He's just
Raymir's pick of the week. The New England Patriots. Pass me the Kool-Aid. I'm drinking it.
Oh my goodness. That's the Raymir pick of the week right there, folks.
Man, I don't know. Something about Bill Belichick giving praise to Russell Wilson. He does that when he has something up his sleeve for these quarterbacks. He does that. Like, it's his thing that he always do. He always praises the other quarterback in a big time game. And he has something for him. And I think Cam Newton, I don't know, man. I'm just feeling that he might not have a good offensive game. Russell Wilson for the first time. Go ahead with the last game. We all know who it is.
Last game, Monday, you have the Saints versus the Raiders, and the Saints are favored by 5.5.
Be objective now. Saints.
You know what? This is my pick of the week. Raiders.
Now, Tito, Juan, you come to the dark side.
Hey, you know what? Lightweight. I mean, I said I never fall into that stereotype, me being Latino, but lightweight, man. Lightweight. I like Jacobs, man. That guy, you know, I can definitely bash Carr to the nth degree, but Jacobs, I like him. I like them young receivers. I'm still high on Edwards, that rookie. Ruggs, if he can stay healthy, is going to be a problem. I see the Raiders. I see the Raiders here, man. That's
Yeah,
just me though.
I see the Raiders, man.
Tito's pick of the week, folks. You heard it here
Man, that's
first. Tito's picks of the week.
he did it. He did it. He came to his senses. Everybody, I think the Saints they have enough firepower to win every game. But I
Did you
don't.
pick Ray Mary?
No, I picked the Raiders because Michael Thomas is hurt, so that's just a little bit of dimension that's going to be kind of.
They they say he feels good though. They say he feels good, so I think he still practiced.
Abrams going to
So
clip him on his ankle for sure, for sure.
Give him a shot himself.
That cortisone ain't gonna help. That shoulder pad is banged too.
hey man, Abrams Abrams' fire is infectious. Like
Yeah.
watch that game, like him being mad, like when Caffrey was scoring, you can like you know he took it personal, man. Like Abrams is Michael Jordan in The Last Dance. Yeah, I took it personal.
He has more fire than talent. I think he's good. I think he's overly aggressive. I think he's overly aggressive, and sometimes he will be out of place because he wants to be, so aggressive and hard. He needs to play a little bit more smarter.
We'll see.
He's a good player.
It's his rookie season basically. He didn't get no burn last year. He was hurt. Only thing I don't like about Abrams is how he fits his uniform. Like he had a oversized. It was like hanging. Like come on, dude, get a tight uniform. Look cool out there. Don't be looking all like old school video game 1999 type of style. Like come on, man. Like go watch that game. His attire.
Why
was
not, man?
atrocious.
Barry Sanders made it look cool, dude.
I hate that look.
Steve swinging.
I hate that look. My favorite look right now when it comes to a player is probably LaShawn McCoy. He does it good, and Odell. I think the way they have their pads, they don't have the big logo.
I don't like that big old white tee. I don't like that big old white tee that they wear. Like Keenan Allen.
Hanging out.
Mike Williams.
Keenan Allen is a beast.
Get out of
man.
here.
I wish he.
All right.
I don't wish him well because he plays for the Chargers, but I wish he come to the Raiders.
Nah, I feel he's I feel he actually gets no love, man. Like a lot of people think he's overrated. I think Keenan Allen is a great possession receiver. Like
I think he's more than a possession receiver. He just needs some quarterback to get him out there.
Yeah, Tyrod Taylor didn't do too much for him this past Sunday, but we'll see. They'll get better, but they're going to run against the Super Bowl champs, so I don't think it's going to be this week. We got Kevin in the comments. He says no Le'Veon Bell this week. The Jets don't need Le'Veon Bell. He's been playing.
Frank Gore.
Gore is coming back home, and he's going to kill them. Frank Gore is literally an old man, and he's rushing like crazy. Until Frank Gore shows me that he's not healthy enough to be in the NFL, I'm rolling with Frank Gore. And I will admit, to me, he's one of the I'm not a Niner fan at all, and he grew up and he played around the time I hated the Niners, and I can respect Frank Gore in his career to me. I think out of all the Niners, like Patrick Willis and all those guys, he's the best player. He's probably going to end up in the Hall of Fame. Hopefully, he does.
Oh, he will, without a doubt.
I think he will. I think he will.
Yeah, he never ruffled that many feathers. He just went to work, played hard. He's old, man. Like I was telling my wife, like his son plays in college right now. If Frank Gore can stick around for 2 more years, they can play together. That'd be something.
Mm-hmm.
King Griffey-esque. You see what I did there? No, nobody? I cut that one?
Yeah, I did. Yes, I did. I caught it.
that had to be pretty special for them, though, right? The King Griffeys?
Yeah.
His son and his dad, they roped it in one game. Like,
yeah.
Man, both hit doubles or whatever it was. I think I watched them.
2 home run.
Yeah.
Back-to-back home
when
run.
I watched the replay like last year, I might have shed a tear a little bit. Like, me being a father. Like, man, that has to be the best thing ever.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, he's like, my son made it. I roped it, and he roped it too. And we got the same name. Speaking of sons, my son cut his hair. No, I'm just joking. But, yeah, I think that's it. We picked him. Juan is leading 13-3. Hopefully we can catch some steam. Guru and I are tied for 10-6. I'm just glad I'm not sub 500 right now with my picks. And I think I'm going to win the Casual Bowl. Maybe we should have played. Nah, I don't like fantasy, but yeah. Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
Nah, we're gonna have a top dog. We're gonna have a top dog. We're gonna have a lead dog, and then we're gonna have the Baker Mayfield of Pick'em. You last place. You the Baker
Why
Mayfield
you gotta?
of
Why you
Pick'em.
Oh
gotta be
yeah,
like Baker
Baker
Mayfield? Ain't
Mayfield.
even, he's in his.
I like
Whatever
that.
happened to the NFL when they let the quarterbacks mature, man? He's in his third season.
How about the David Carr, Derek
Ah,
Carr?
there you go.
You
I
know,
can get behind that.
high expectations, but
Yeah, like the
yeah.
Cowboys. Well, come on, man, get out of here. Get out of
Oh,
here, Guru.
oh.
You got the most hyped team of all time. The most number one story that came out in the past 2 weeks about the Cowboys is Ezekiel Elliott's suspect tattoo on his navel. That's the number one story this past week.
Oh,
So
that's Spoon though. That's Spoon.
that's
Oh man.
I don't
I don't
know,
He's
know.
young.
man.
I don't know what he's thinking, man.
Yeah, he's
The midriff, man. I don't know.
yeah he just look at me. Man, who they playing? I might switch my pick now. Dallas
Oh,
is
dude.
Or
playing.
Atlanta.
do it, Raymir. Do it. Go. If you do
Do
it,
it.
I'll do it. If you do it, I'll do it.
Yeah, both of y'all do it. Jump off the bandwagon. Jump off. I dare y'all.
It ain't even
Let's
a
go.
bandwagon.
Let's go.
I'm doing it.
Let's go.
I
Nah,
can't support
let's
that.
go.
Guru.
You want to dare? You want to dare, Guru? Let's do
I
it.
dare y'all.
Switch
I
my
dare
pick.
y'all.
Switch my pick. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm going
I'm going.
ATL.
Atlanta's gonna beat Dallas here.
Yeah.
Okay, you going to Atlanta.
Yep.
You
Yep.
Yeah.
too, right there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, okay. Okay. Stay
Watch
tuned.
out,
folks.
young. Watch
Stay
out for
tuned.
my kicker. Watch out for my kicker, Young Way Cool.
Yeah.
Watch out for my kicker.
Man, I
You
hope
kick
Todd
for
Gurley
Atlanta?
gets some burn. There's just too much
Oh,
offensive
God.
firepower for them to keep losing like this, man. And they lost
Hey man,
to
25.
Julio Jones, man. How come he can't score, dude? That guy's in the friend zone of all friend zones in the NFL end zone,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Like
That right.
He has
that guy
1,600
cannot
yards, 4
score.
touchdowns. Like, come on, man. What else? Is one more story I seen that at the end of the game of the Dolphins Patriots game, Cam Newton got into a little scuffle, and somebody tried to snatch his chain, and that was the story behind that. He went on a local sports radio show in Boston, Massachusetts, and he said, you know, he respect everybody, but when somebody goes for your chain, it has all 5 or 4 of his children on his chain, and you want to snatch it and trying to break it, like. That's not really respectful. So of course, and he said to all the fathers out there, when you feel
Right.
like somebody disrespects your family or your kids, you're gonna go after them. And you know, he tried to be composed.
Well,
Go ahead.
did I see it wrong though? Like I thought they met, and I thought he pushed a little or reacted like nah, get away, and then that's when the chain went a swipe for the chain.
I don't know. When I watched it seemed like he
So
was getting double whammy. So this is Cam Newton, and it's like the guy came from the front and somebody nudged him from the back, and they probably was talking at the same time, talking something crazy. So
yeah,
I don't know. You don't ever see
But-
Cam going to
but it's
people's
like-
face. So
yeah. I mean, I definitely see it, but it's like I thought I saw him saying, "Oh, they try to snatch my chain." I thought I saw the emotion before that actually happened, but
oh.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But like I said, I hate Khalid Talib, right? Whatever his name is, that thug cornerback.
He took Crabtree's train, right?
He yanked it, and he thought it was like that made him tough. And everybody in the NFL like, oh, and all these sport companies like, Crabtree, you gotta watch out. Like, nah, man, Crabtree played for the Raiders at the time. People hate the Raiders. They love to hop on the Talib bandwagon. Like, nah, that's not what you do. You don't snatch nothing. That's like stealing something. Like, people always want to, and I know this is like you know what? That's what I'm gonna do for this channel. I'm gonna make my top 5 B moves by NFL players, and he's gonna be number 1. He's gonna be in my top 5. And I think I haven't seen that list.
The
being
B
done.
moves.
Yeah,
There you go. Call him the playoff piece.
the playoff P moves. Yeah, man, that's one of the worst things you can do, man. Everybody championed him like he was cool, and that was all. Like, nah, man. Crabtree worked for that chain, and he bought that chain, and you just snatch it off to break it. That's like stealing somebody's stuff. Like, I don't respect nothing. And I mean, I got a lot of respect for people when they do what the things they do to get by or not. But the one thing I don't respect is stealing. Like, if you try to take something that somebody else has have, I'm not down for that. So when Talib snatched the chain, I'm like, why would you do that? Like why would you do that? And even on Sunday, for those guys that even if Cam Newton got in their face, but then to try to snatch a chain that's not theirs, like come on, dude. Like somebody grandma could have bought him that chain. Like people joke about that because it's a movie line, but somebody grandma who passed really could give you a chain, and somebody could try to take it, and it could be it can set you off. But anyway, I think I'm done. Before we cut,
My
Guru.
grandmother gave me that chain.
My grandma gave me that chain. Guru, any last words?
Yes, I just want to say, be ready for an exciting week of football and basketball this weekend. Follow our picks. Feel free to follow them if you want, from especially me, the Guru, Tito, and Raymir. And thank y'all for tuning in.
Go ahead, Tito.
Yeah, man. I mean, I already started 0-1, so it is what it is. You guys can catch up. I spotted you guys a game. But but thank you guys. Welcome to the new channel. Obviously,
Yes.
new channel, new digs, new link, but same show. Out in the comments, out in the chat, you guys make the show too. You guys are part of it. Kev, I see you. Marcus, definitely. I see you there too, Kev. He's saying we're tripping with Atlanta, but let's go.
Kev,
I think
Kev is
we
a
weren't gonna
Cowboys
take
fan.
it. We weren't gonna make that playoff P. We're no B moves here. Like Mama didn't no punk.
Yeah.
So Guru calls us out. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I back it. But yeah, man, thanks. Stay safe. Air quality's a little bit better, so hopefully I can get some biking in this weekend. Bicycle, cycling as they call
I
it.
like to ride my bicycle.
But yeah, sports, man. Football's back. Definitely good. Got some good basketball going on. Got some good hockey. Soccer, the Premier League just starting up again. Have all of that stuff. So stay with us, get us, and see you guys, man.
Yeah, man. What these guys said, man. Thanks for watching. I know, it was a big migration for episode 35 to be on a new channel. I know we kind of missed a couple people because I did have a lot, not a lot, but I had quite a few subscribers on the previous channel. But we're doing this channel to really keep it sports centric. Like, I don't want to upload other things and it'd be like kind of confusing on what channel you guys are watching. This is where we're gonna bring this show. I have ideas for like different type of episodic shows or top fives, and I'm really gonna do my top 5 B moves in sports, and just different things. Like Guru's gonna bring his take. He's gonna want to do something. We're gonna try to figure out how to get that done. Same thing with Tito. And if you guys have any suggestions or want to be a part of it, sports related, bring it to us so we can bring it on this channel. And that's what this channel is for. GRT Sports, Great Sports Network. If GRT stands for something, obviously it's our names, but let's make it a thing. We're gonna try. We made it to episode 35, and that's nice. But now we got the same mentality with this new channel, and then things are process improvement. So thanks for coming to this channel. We'll see you guys next time. I think we're gonna leave you out with we're gonna play our intro as an outro one last time, just so we can get that, and we'll see you guys next week. Pia.